Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simbiat, and if you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for always tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the process of creating this makeup look on my face. And if this sounds like something you're interested in watching, please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on my videos. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, welcome back guys. Showing you guys my face, my bare face, the beauty before the beauty. First things first, I'm going to be using the baby wipes to clean my face up to my neck area. If you have a cleanser, that would do as well. And then I'm going to be hydrating my skin with a setting spray, this Kiss Beauty green tea setting spray. And then with a damp beauty sponge, I'm going to be dabbing that in. I'm using this Vaseline lip therapy to moisturize my lips, and then the Pond's oil control as a primer. I'm just going to prime the forehead, the brow area, the cheeks, the nose, and then the chin. And then with a setting powder, this Fire Good setting powder, with the aid of a brush, I'm going to just dab that all over my skin, my face lightly. And then with the aid of a spoolie, I'm brushing my eyebrows up. That's the motion you want to brush, the direction you want to brush your eyebrows, you understand? And then with the color 18 Davis pencil, sorry this my camera isn't focusing, I'm going to be drawing the outline of my brows as well as filling it in. My brows is not properly trimmed right now, and I don't want to trim it anymore, so this tutorial is also perfect for people who don't want their brows to be trimmed. So you're going to work with that. That's why you have to actually comb it up. All right, so after drawing the outline, I would as well brush the L up again and then fill in the blank spaces with the pencil. You want to ensure that your pencil is sharp, like pointy sharp, so that you can draw it really lightly. You don't want harsh lines. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, after that, I'm going to be concealing with two concealers. One is from an Ushers concealer palette, and the other is Elegant Pro in the shade Toast. I'm going to be using a lighter shade from the palette to conceal the brow bone area with the aid of a flat angled brush. Guys, you want your angled brush to be flat. All right, so I'm picking that color. That shade is lighter than my skin shade. All right, so I'm going to be concealing the brow bone area right now. So you want to focus, the attention is on this brow bone area. It's the rate limiting step of brows in general, drawing brows in general. You want it to really pop, and that's why I'm using a lighter shade for that point. And also, while holding your angled brush, you want the highest point of the angled brush to be pointing towards your nose bridge, the way I'm holding mine, if you can see that. And then with the Toast Elegant Pro Concealer, I'm going to be concealing the inner part of the brows and the outer part of the brows, as well as the upper part of the brows. If you understand, just watch what I'm doing. Also guys, you want to go in gently. Just keep dabbing gently. Don't try to drag it, especially if you are a beginner. You don't want to drag it so you don't clean out the brows. So just go in gently, and any mistake you make here can still be redeemable. That's why I prefer brows before skin work. At the point, I almost cleaned off the tail end of these brows, but I filled it in with the pencil again. You can also fill it in with a brow gel or a brow pomade if you have that. Alright, so I'll do the second brows off camera, and then with the aid of a blending brush, I'm going to blend the concealer so that it blends into the skin properly nicely. You want to do this with a dabbing motion and not a dragging motion. Like, you don't want to drag it, just dab it in, dab it in, dab it in, and then slightly spread. Do you understand? All right, so with this, the one I'm going to be using the one foundation, Oriflame the one foundation, and the shade chestnut. Actually, I couldn't get the exact shade, but I think it's chestnut. I'm using about 4 pumps. Yeah, that's 3, but I'm going to be adding an extra one later on. And then with the aid of a damp beauty sponge, so you want to soak it, get it expanded, and then you want to squeeze out the excess water. Do you understand? And then you dab 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 into the skin. Take your time, guys. Dab dab dab. This foundation is actually medium width, like it's medium coverage coverage, guys. All right, for concealer, I'm going to be using a foundation as well as my concealer and my contour. So I'm using the darkest shade of texture foundation rather as my contour. As you can see from the upper, you kind of trace it from the upper area of your earlobe down to your chin, if that makes sense. Or is it cheeks? Yeah, cheeks rather. And then I'm using the lightest shade of texture foundation for my highlighted area. Now with the same beauty sponge, I'm dabbing in, dabbing in, dabbing in. Just dab it in properly. Then with the same beauty sponge, dabbing in the highlighted area, and then the other, I'm using a different side. The sponge is big enough, so I'm using a different side to blend in the highlighted area, and then the other side I use for the contour, the darker shade. I'm going to just be using that to clean off the edges of the highlighted area so that the two shades kind of blend properly, if you can see. So you just blend in the highlighted parts with the contoured parts just so that it blends seamlessly. You want to look up while blending the under eye, while concealing the under eye rather. Guys, I was doing this in a hot place. God, I'm sweating. All right, so I'm using this that fire good setting powder to set the face, and I'm dabbing off the excess so that it doesn't look too much on my skin, because I don't even like the color. It's like, I don't know, I can't wait to get like a translucent setting powder, but for now this works. Okay, with the my color face it powder palettes, I'm going to be using those two colors. I don't know the names, to contour the face, so it's serving as a bronzer. Do you understand? So I'm just going to be using that to bronze up the face. So I'm just applying it on the same part I applied the contour shade. And I'm going to be using that color from my eyeshadow palette, Who's That Girl palette, to blush it up. It's like an orange color. I don't know what my deal is with orange, but I just kind of prefer orange for blush. It's not orange, it's even peach. This palette kind of bring out a different color. All right, so now I'm just using that same concealer on my eyelid, and that's going to serve as a base, a shadow base. I should have used a lighter shade of color, but okay, now I'm just concealing my nose. I'm contouring my nose rather with the same color I used, the same shade of powder I used to contour the face. Just using that to contour the nose. So you want to drag it from your brows to the nose bridge. And then I'm setting my under eye because I'm about to apply the shadow. So I'm using excess powder now, excess setting powder now. The other time it was really light, but now it's more. And then I'm also reverse contouring the cheek area. And then with a angled brush, I lighten the nose bridge with the setting powder as well. Okay, so I'm blending again the concealer into my eyelid so that the powder sits, the shadow sits properly. Okay, so the first color, the base color, my transition color is going to be the moon dust. That's not the color I'm pointing at, guys. It's the one next to it. Alright, the next shade I'm going to be applying after that is that one I pointed to earlier. Do you understand? So the one I used at first was that, and then this for now. So just to deepen in the shade, I'm going to be applying that to my crease area. So I'm packing it in and then spreading it. Packing it in at the outer part and then spreading it into the crease. Alright, I'm applying the concealer again to my eyelid, just my eyelid right now, so that the eyelid color would pop. Although I should have used a lighter shade of concealer as well, because this did not really make the shadow pop. Now I'm using that transition color to blend in, no, not the transition color, the other deeper color, just to blend in the concealed area now so that it looks seamless and flawless. And then I'm going to be using the transition color to blend everything together before applying my lid color, which is yellow. The yellow wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to come out, but it works. I just had to pack and pack and pack and pack and pack it in it. Alright, so when that was done, I used this black gel from Carite to draw my eyeliner and my my waterline area, and then I did both eyes. And then with the face powder, I kind of blend everything on my face together so that it looks seamless and flawless. And then before the setting spray dries off, I applied highlighter. The highlighter is just a shimmer color from my shadow palette because I don't have an highlighter. I don't own one yet. Okay, so I applied the highlighter to my brow bone to the highest point of my cheek. As you can see, that highlighter is fire. Alright, and then to my forehead, my chin. Also to my nose bridge, as you can see. Gosh, I was sweating. Alright, then That's it. So this is the final look, guys. What do you guys think? For my lips, I just used the brown brown eyebrow gel. Is actually also a carrot product. I just used that to line my lips, and then I applied a nude lippy 24-hour lippy on that. As you can see, that lippy is actually very dry. It dries very easily. Okay guys, so what do you think about this look? Do you like it? Will you try it out? Whatever you think, please drop it down in the comment section below. And if you like this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share my videos, and then subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video. Ciao.